Today, everyone, we're going to be talking about DCeased Unkillables. Welcome to the Watchtower, everyone. I'm really glad you're here, and today I'm going to be doing a graphic novel review of DCeased Unkillables. Or, as they probably should have called it, DCeased Killables, because pretty much everybody dies in it. Spoiler, but, I mean, you can't have a book about the zombie apocalypse in the DC universe and not expect characters to die. And this is going to be a non-spoiler review, guys, basically because not enough happens in this book to spoil anything, so that's why. But yeah, this is by Tom Taylor, with art by Carl Mostert. I hope I'm saying that right. Carl Mostert. Yeah, it sounds like Mostert, looks like Mostert, hoping it's Mostert. But yeah, so this is, if anybody who has read DCeased or watched my review up here of that, you know that this is the tie-in to that. This is a tie-in to that main story. And this shows what some of the villains in the DC universe were doing when the anti-life virus started and what they were up to and what they did. And what did I think of this? This wasn't that good. In my personal opinion, I did not think this was that great. I did not really like it. And I'm really disappointed in that because I think Tom Taylor is a really good writer. I liked DCeased, the first volume he did. His Injustice stuff is really good that he's written. I like Tom Taylor as a writer, and he's getting more and more DC work, so I like his Nightwing run right now. So I'm just like, I was really disappointed that I did not like this, but this was kind of a boring book, to be honest. It was just across the board. I mean, so basically, it starts pretty much how it ends. So the book pretty much starts following three characters, and during their journey of, navigating this new world with the anti-life equation and people being controlled by it, they meet a bunch of characters throughout the journey. Pretty much all those characters die before the end of the story, except for one. And then it's the same three characters that we start the book with, pretty much. We end it with, plus one extra character from where they met in between. So, and then there just wasn't a whole lot to this book, I don't feel like. There wasn't anything earth-shattering. It was, within the scope of DCeased, so it didn't affect any of the main story or anything. Stuff still happened the way it was supposed to in the main DCeased book, so it didn't affect anything like that. It was its own story. There were so many characters in this, and this book is so short. As you can see, there were so many characters in this that most of the characters I didn't really get any time to shine or anything before they were killed off. There was very little, just like, okay, so they're in here, that's great. Oh, look, it's the Creeper, it's Solomon Grundy, or, it's whoever, Vandal Savage. Oh, cool, that's cool. And there's so many characters in this that nobody really gets any moments to shine. I mean, the main character in this book is, well, it's kind of Deathstroke, but it's also pretty much Jason Todd, Red Hood. That's not a spoiler because it says it on the back of the book, and, so it says that he's pretty much, but, literally, there's, you'd expect, I mean, there'd be some sort of characterization with him, figure out somehow what he's feeling, because if you've read DCeased, the main book, which I'm going to spoil a little bit here, you know that pretty much the entire Bat family gets killed, and he finds their bodies, that's not a spoiler because it says, but there's you don't get any of his thought process, you don't get what he's feeling about it, not really anything. It's just, there's everybody I know, they're dead, oh, I gotta keep going, and move on to the next thing. Take a Batmobile. So it's just, I really thought this was a missed opportunity to really flesh out and show how these villains would react in a situation like this, what they would do when there's really what do you do when you're like Captain Cold and you've just been robbing banks your whole life and now it's like the end of the world and, what do you do? How do you change? And, you know, I felt like it was a wasted opportunity to show some of these characters, to show some of these villains and, you know, what they really stand for and everything, and what are they going to do. So, I was just really disappointed with this. I did not like the art either. I did not like the art. It was just, I don't even know how to describe it. It just wasn't good. There was just proportions and stuff looked off. There were sometimes that people were like talking to each other, and like the angle of like one person's head or whatever to their body just looked weird. Everybody's like, I don't know. I just did not like the art. It wasn't the worst art I've seen in a comic book, but I wasn't a fan of this art. I wish, you know, I know it's probably not possible, but I wish they would have got the same guy who did the main DCeased book, Tyler Hassan, I think it is. I'm not sure, but Tyler something. I wish they would have got him to do this book as well, because I liked that art for the main DCeased book a little bit better. But this, I did not like. And so, guys, like, don't feel like you have to pick this up to continue on with DCeased. Like, it's gonna, you know, fill in some mysteries or something. It's not. There's like no mysteries. You know, where these characters start at, they pretty much end the same way. They're just in a different location. So if you know, if the next volume comes out in DCeased, if the next one comes out, which I mean, I think it already has, DCeased Dead Planet, yeah, it's already come out right now, and these characters show up, don't feel like you've missed anything, because really their entire journey to get from point A to point B is inconsequential. It literally does not matter. Yeah, it just does not matter. Yeah. I was so disappointed by this book. I really wanted to like this, but I was just so disappointed with this. I really felt like it was just didn't add anything. So, guys, I hate doing this. I hate just like crapping on stories or whatever, because because this is something I can't do. You know, write graphic novels and stuff like this, and I love graphic novels so much. I hate crapping on this kind of stuff, but I did not enjoy this. This was not a good story. So yeah, I even just questioned whether or not to even do a review of it, because I hate just talking bad about stuff. I like bringing some sort of positive in this stuff, but there was nothing. I had nothing positive to bring in this story. It was just, I just did not think it was good. So yeah, I would just say skip this. If you like the DCeased books, skip this. Read the first one. I'm going to be getting, you know, the next main volume in and reading that and doing a review of it, so we'll see what I think of that, but maybe just skip this and go straight to that. But yeah, not great. Definitely skip it, guys. But hey, let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe you really like this. I, for one, didn't. I thought even with the kills, you could have been somewhat creative, and they were pretty much just boring kills. I mean, these are people with superpowers. I felt like you could have been kind of cool with the kills, even when they're being killed by other superpowered beings that have powers, but it wasn't. It just wasn't. I found it predictable and a little boring, and I just blew right through this book. But guys, let me know what you think. If you liked it, if you hated it, if you just like, you're wrong, this is a great story, let me know, guys. I appreciate that. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you the next time I log in for Mario Duty up here in the Watchtower.